I'm Garisha Chaudhary, a computer science researcher here, and I'm working with social network analysis in the Department of Machine Learning Unit in Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata, India. Now, even with a lot of data being available, we are still concerned about whether we want to share our data or not. Even if we want to share our data, we like to keep it for a longer time with us because we want to do so much about it. There's so much in our mind, so we want to get the most out of it and apply all the research ideas, all the algorithmic ideas that we have. So one of the major concerns has been that we do not want to share the data until we have made the maximum use out of it.
My name is Nana Ama Brown Kluche. I work with the Ghana Space Science and Technology Institute as a manager of the Remote Sensing and Climate Center. My institute is under the Ghana Atomic Energy Commission in Ghana. Even for R that I know a little bit more, I've learned still a lot because I never learned R in a classroom. I learned R on my own, and knowing how it is being taught is also a help for me to even teach it better when I get back home. So it's been good so far. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I'm Omar Ayub, and I have come from Saudi Arabia as a participant in the ICTP activity for the CODATA-RDA school, and I work there in the King Abdulaziz University as a senior data scientist, and my research interests are specifically in wireless and mobile computation and performing data analysis on the data that we retrieve from the sensors using the network technologies. Yesterday it was an author carpentry session, and it was one of the most useful sessions that I've attended. So I actually had an ORCID account, but to make it a facility for all the subscribers or all the researchers who are going to submit their manuscripts in my journal, I thought, why not I download the ORCID API and integrate it with my journal so that it is going to be beneficial for all the researchers who are going to submit their manuscripts, and they can integrate their ORCID profiles along with the manuscript. It is going to be beneficial for me, for them, and for the community in where the journal is going to work.
Hello, this is Dr. Tanu Kumari, and I'm from one of the ICMR centers that is situated in Ranchi, Jharkhand. That is Rajendra Institute of Medical Sciences. I'm working as a scientist over there. The best part of this course is the interaction. Like, there are few places wherein I go, like the conferences or the seminar, usually there are lectures. We have to sit, although we get something in, but majority it flies away from our head. But here, the important and the most good part is that we are having particular interaction with the lecturers as well as with ourselves. Yesterday, I can quote, yesterday itself we were distributed in a group of countries that was quite good. We were discussing on the problems of our country, and after all, we were discussing as a whole, as a world. That was very good. The interaction part is good.
Okay, I'm Onyolale Joseph. I'm from Nigeria. I work with the Center for Distance Learning, Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Nigeria. I also belong to a research group, Intelligent System Engineering. I'm a young researcher researching on language and speech processing, trying to work on indigenous language in Nigeria, Yoruba language, and then we're trying to see how we can synthesize the speech and also translation and all of that, so that we can, have indigenous people query black database and we get results and all of that. Okay, the most interesting thing is meeting people and then discussing my ideas with people, discussing about my research area. I met two guys today from Brazil, and then I saw from our the forum where we post our research interests. I saw some of those things and I said, oh, these guys are working in my research area too. So interacting with them over drinks and all of that, it has opened up some other areas where I was not thinking about. And also I've been able to do some things on my own, like create accounts on platforms I don't know about before, and these are some of the things I hope to build on going forward.
So my name is Emna Hriga. I'm a Tunisian postdoctoral fellow at the Institut Pasteur of Tunis. So I did my master thesis in applied mathematics and statistics, and then I started a PhD in structural bioinformatics. And for my PhD I did mostly drug discovery and design applied to neglected tropical diseases, but also some bioinformatics tools development. I really hope when this course will be over, then that I will be a better user of softwares. Yeah, I forgot to mention the data carpentry stuff of this course. Actually, that's something I never heard about, and I was very excited to know everything about it. And that's one thing that I discovered here. I'm very happy of it. And now I'll be home and I will try to apply all what I learned here to my research in my way of seeing research data, and how to share my skills or my data with my peers.